Today I'm going to be collabing and doing a fall slate tutorial, and I'm going to be collabing with my girl Indonesia Davis. So go subscribe to her, you guys. She's so pretty. She does wonderful videos in her makeup and her outfits be popping. Please subscribe. First, I'm going to start off. I already have my eyebrows done, and I'm going to start off with a clean and prime. First thing I'm going to be doing is using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in medium beige, and I'm going to be taking it all over my eyelid and blending it out, and it's going to work as like a primer or a base for my eyeshadow, just so I can get the best color pigment that is possible with that shadow. So next, I'm going to be taking my Airspun Loose Powder, and this is only $5 at Walmart, you guys, and it is such a good product. So I'm just going to be using that to set and powder my eyelids, just so it can help the colors blend better and it can work as a transition like color. So next, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics palettes, and I have so many of these. I'm not sure which one this is, but they're all very, very similar. I'm taking this light orangey peachy color, and I'm just using it as my first color for my crease. Well, I'm not going to say my upper crease. So I'm just going to be blending it out and adding more and more of that color so you can see it, so it can be built. And I don't want to just add a lot at first, because that would give it like a very, very harsh, unblended look. So I'm just going to be blending, adding some, blend some more, then add some more. Okay, so next, as you guys can see, this color is like really showing now. I'm just going to keep blending it out just so I can get a very blended, neat look. So next, I'm going to take Cosmetic Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm going to be using that orangey color, which is like a very, very bright color. And I'm just going to be dragging that from my outer crease into the crease above, just to make it look more blended, neat, and nice. I'm going to be adding more and more of that color just so I can just build it up. It always looks best, you guys, when you build up your color and not just go full on effect with just hella color, because that would give you such an unblended and unfinished and harsh look. So please don't do that, you guys. By the way, I'm using the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. Right here, I'm using the Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. And I'm going to be taking that brush and I'm going to be using it for this brown color. And I'm just going to be adding it on my outer V. And I'm just going to be blending it in into like mid of my lid, just so when I add that next color, it will blend flawlessly. I'm just going to continue doing that to my liking, but as you guys can see, I'm still adding little portion by portion. As I add it, I'm going to blend, 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 add some more and blend some more, just so I can get that very soft look. Next, I'm going to take this Mstunechiibadd brush that I got from Target, and I'm going to be taking this auburn color, and I just did that as the perfect color to use for fall. And I'm going to be blending that on top of that brown color, just to give it a more woke and like reddish tone, which is like for fall. Like, I love that color in fall. Like, that's all I wear on my eyes in fall. That color and a little bit of glitter, and we're good to go. I'm going to be taking my Mstunechiibadd liner brush, and I'm going to be using that with this LA Girl white chalk stick, and I'm going to be using that just because I got like a lot of color on my lid, so I just want to start off with a very blank canvas. So yeah, I'm just going to be using that just to overpower that color so that my next color can be so pigmented. So next, I'm going to go back in with that Mstunechiibadd brush, and I'm just going to be blending my lid color, like just blending the edges so that it can go together more flawlessly. Then I'm going to be using MAC Reflect Gold Glitter Pigment, and I'm going to be using it on top of that chalk color. And I just love that color. Like, that color is so cute. So that is like my go-to glitter. So I'm going to be just piling it and patting it on there. I'm going to be going back in with my Morphe palette, and I'm just going to be like making that color much more stronger, that orange. I want that orange color to pop. Then I'm going to be using my Maybelline Eye Studio Liner, and I'm going to be lining both my eyes. So mascara, I'm going to be using my Falsies Big Eyes mascara, and I'm just going to be coating my lashes, and then I'm going to be adding some lashes that I got from Forever 21 that I am in love with, you guys. Like, these are the prettiest lashes ever, and it was only $2.90. Next, I'm going to be using a wipe to try to get all that glitter off my face, well, as much as I can, because it wasn't working. So yeah, just going to be wiping down my face, and I'm going to be adding my foundation. And I was so scared to use this foundation, you guys, because this was like the first time me using it, and I was kind of scared to use it for this tutorial, but I don't really like it, but I just dealt with it and just had to end up going back and covering up, as you guys going to see on set, that I had to go back and cover up with a darker foundation, because this foundation was like not good for my dry skin. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I thought it was for like people with like more of the dry skin, because it says something about some primer on there. So I'm like, okay, maybe it will work for people with dry skin. No, this was a no-go, you guys. So if you got dry skin, this is not for you at all. So yeah, I had to end up putting on some concealer. Well, not end up, but I put on me some concealer, and I'm using my medium beige, the one I used earlier, as my primer for my eyes. I'm going to be doing that under my eyes and also on my nose, my mouth, and on my forehead. And I'm going to be blending that out with this Real Techniques brush. And then I actually went back in with this other Real Technique brush, because I couldn't really, it was hard for me to get under my eyes and around my eyeshadow, because I didn't really want to make it look all nasty and clumpy. So that's why I just went in with that brush, and then I later on blended out with a Real Techniques brush. So I went back in with my foundation brush, just so the color could just blend in more and it could be less pale, and so that the concealer can blend in with the actual foundation. So this one, I took the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I'm going to add it like on the darkest parts of my face, and this is a very, very good foundation, you guys. Like, I'm thinking about doing a drugstore full face look, and I'm going to definitely be using that, because I've been using that, and this has been my go-to for like 3 months. So now I'm using my Black Opal Loose Power powder, and also that Airspun powder, and that mixes together, and this kind of works like banana powder for me, because I need to re-up on some banana powder. So yeah, I'm going to be setting all of my areas that I want to be highlighted on my face, my nose, cupid's bow, forehead, all that. I'm pretty sure you guys already know. And yeah, I'm going to be going in with my MAC foundation, and it's the Studio Fix foundation. I'm just going to be contouring, and I don't know why I use MAC to contour, but yeah, I've just been using it to contour, and I just like how it works. I'm thinking about trying cream. So yeah, I might get that to try also. So I'm just going to be blending that out to my liking. And yes, I'm going to take this Mstunechiibadd brush, and I'm going to dust off some powder. Then I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush, just to help blend out my contour and blend my foundation, my contour, and everything together. So I'm going to be going back in with that Airspun powder. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't know why with that other foundation I used that I disliked, like it was making my makeup look so weird under my eyes. So that's why I had to set it over again. So yeah, I'm going to be setting all over my face, under my contour, everything. I just felt that I needed my face to brighten up. So I just set that. And I'm not going to let it bake, but like I'm going to set it and then take it right off, just so my face wouldn't be too light. Brush, and I'm going to use this MAC Raisin blush, and I love this blush and I love this brush. Like, this combo is like going to forever be in my routine. Like, I just love these two together. So I'm going to be adding that, And that's going to give me like that dark color, which is perfect, perfect, perfect for fall. So I'm going to take this Forever 21 bronzer, and I was in love with that. Like, I just got it and I've been using it ever since. And it gives my face like this contour, kind of blushy, glittery look, and I just love that. So next I'm going to be taking Urban Decay Sand and Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop by our girl Jacqueline Hills. I'm going to be using that as my highlighter, and this is just what I use as my highlighter. Like, I am in love with that highlighter, like those combos. So I'm going to be placing that on the highest point of my cheek, my cupid's bow, the middle of my nose, forehead, and also I'm going to take it a little inch over my brow, just so I can get that very, very glowy look. And I know I'm going to be adding a light, you guys, but like, I feel like it's never too much highlighter. Like, I know it is because I got a big ass forehead, and like, I'm steady highlighting it, and that forehead is steady saying, you don't need to try to make me shine. I'm already shiny, baby. Like, cut it down. Next, I'm just going over my foundation and stuff, like my whole makeup look, just to blend it out, just so you can't really tell where one separate and one ends. So I'm just trying to make everything on my face just blend together into one flawless stuff. So now I'm going to take my favorite setting spray, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Like, I love that. Then I'm going to add some of that mascara I used earlier on the bottom of my lashes, because I just don't want to look plain under there. And I'm going to take this Beauty Supply Store Dollar Liner, which is actually an eyeliner, but sometimes I use eyeliners for lip liners. I'm going to be lining my lip. Then I'm going to be using this Sinful Colors Jumbo Lipstick in the color Cappuccino. I'm just going to be using that. Now I'm going to blend it out and use my MAC lipstick. And I forgot. I don't know why, but I forget where this lipstick is, and I just had it yesterday and I cannot find it and I forgot the name. So I'm going to go on the MAC website and try to find the name for you guys, and I will have it down below in the info bar. I promise you guys, I'm going to make sure I find it. And I'm using this Almay Lip Shine. And you don't have to use this one because I had that for like 5 years now, and I forgot the name. So you can just use any clear gloss you want. It will give you the same effect. You guys. So this is what I came up with for the fall look, you guys. And I was so excited to create this for you. So check out her channel, and we're also going to be doing more collabs. So I can't wait for that. And I'm also going to include a look, you guys, because it can't be a fall slay without the outfit, can it, guys?